What's up, guys? It is Martin with the Dynasty Pylon. I'm going to explain a little bit about what we're doing here on this episode, or if you're seeing this, obviously you're part of the league. If you're seeing this because it came upon your feed, welcome. My name is Martin. This is Dynasty Pylon. My other co-hosts are not here, Brian and Mark, wonderful gentlemen. We talk about anything and everything fantasy football. So come check us out, like, subscribe. We are on all the time and we pretty much hit it all. So we like to focus on IDP more, but this video is specifically for the Build a Blocks leagues that we are doing. What is Build a Blocks? So you're basically adding one block at a time to your roster, one player per week. That is it. You're not going to have like 3 or 4 or 5 of them. You're not going to have a full roster. It is literally week 1. You have one and one player only. It could be a running back. It could be a receiver. It could be a quarterback. It could be a tight end. I don't care. It is your choice. Now, mind you, that if you go quarterback the first week, you might actually have a win the first few weeks, because why? Fantasy football kind of revolves around the quarterback, and they are the bread and butter of fantasy football. Unless a wide receiver on a full PPR league just has a haymaker day on the other team, then that's a different story. But if you decide to go quarterback, you could probably go 4-0 first 4 weeks if you want, or if you go running back, and then your second week you go another running back. You actually have 2 strong running backs that are going to be elite. They're going to carry you eventually, but of course you faced a team that has a QB and a receiver, and they outdid you. Why? Because the QB just outscored your running backs. That's fine, but eventually you'll catch up and it'll even out. So the way it's going to work is it's going to be head to head. It's going to be by record. It's not going to be by points based. Otherwise, everyone's just going to go quarterback heavy the first week because they are the moneymakers and the breadwinners of points. So we're going head to head. We're doing a 12-man this year. We ran a beta of 6 teams last year. It turned out pretty well. Worked out some kinks. So the way it's going to work is every week after week 1. So this week's draft, you're going to draft one guy. That's it. Your choice. It doesn't even matter who it is. You can get your one guy, and he's going to be your starter week 1. Hope that he wins and outdoes the other guy. Whoever you're playing, the other owner might just have a receiver. They just might have a tight end. They might have a running back. You don't know. But whatever player you decide to go with, that's your champion for the week. Week 2 comes around Tuesday. We open it up early. Myself, Brian, and Mark will decide reverse standing orders by points that you got that week. Also by record though. But so if you lost your first week, you're probably going to be in the first 6 first draft picks. If you won, you're obviously going to be 7 through 12. Now we'll have it by reverse standing order. So it will kind of justify a little bit on the points, but more about the record. So if you just had a really bad game because they got injured or something week 1, which sucks. So now you're back to square one. You're on your first block. You either go back with that same position that you went with, or you draft another position to start building on that league, start creating that team of yours that you want. Eventually, you're going to have a full roster probably by week 13, a full starting roster by week 7, hoping that you don't have a bye week and hoping that you have no injuries, because we're doing a quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, a tight end, and a flex. So again, every week, 1 player per draft. We'll tag the next person in every week. That goes reverse standing order. So if you lost your first week and you scored like 5 points, that sucks. You'll probably be the first pick next week, Tuesday morning, and you'll make your selection. Now it will be free agency because Sleeper doesn't allow us to have so many supplemental drafts. We use Sleeper. If you use another format that lets you draft every week or something that you can reconfigure that, let me know. That'd be great in the comments. Again, if you're watching this and you've never watched this before, we like to run Sleeper a lot. We're very familiar with Sleeper. We like Sleeper. So, but if you're on MFL and you're like, oh yeah, they do supplemental every week. Oh, that's cool. Let us know. Again, like, subscribe, video. Put your comments down below if you guys are willing to try this. It's 1 player per week. You add to your roster. So week 1 you'll have 1 versus another owner's 1 player. The second week it'll be 2 players versus their 2 players. Week 3 it'll be your 3 players versus their 3 players. Week 4 versus 4, 5 versus 5, so on and so forth. Bye weeks are going to happen. Injuries are going to happen. So the numbers might change. 4 versus 6 by week 6. I don't know, because of bye weeks. I don't know. So you got to keep mindful of that. Also, because of the way you're building, you got to check the bye week. So don't get the same players all in the same bye week, unless you really want to get the first round draft pick the following week. What this does is basically it kind of keeps you up to date on injuries and waivers for the new hotness, but also there's still going to be elite players still kind of sitting there, which it's going to be weird by week 4 or 5, and you're going to find like these guys who are used to like round 3 or 4, like, holy crap, like these guys should have been drafted like way sooner, but we're already week 4 or 5. Maybe they're not relevant anymore in fantasy. Maybe they just got outdone by a rookie that came in. We don't know. So kind of like lets you adjust as the season goes on. The points are kind of set to our league standards. What we want, we have a half PPR. Whatever league standards you want to do, it's totally up to you. But for us, we're going to keep it to half PPR, 1 QB. So, yeah. So, again, if you want to go with 2 running backs your first 2 weeks, that's fine. Or a receiver and a running back your first 2 weeks, that's totally fine. Again, one player per week. It'll be by head versus head, or head to head, head to head, by record. And every week we'll readjust the standings of the reverse order of the draft, and it will be free agency, but it's going to be a draft for us, but it'll look like free agency. We'll just open it up. Now, here, the way we tested it last year is we'll know that if you're adding 2 players, it's like, okay, dude, like, come on. It literally asks you, are you sure you want to add this player to your roster? It literally asks you that. So don't tell me, oh, I accidentally added a second player. No, you didn't. It asks you, are you sure you want to add this player to your roster? Yes or no, and then you confirm it. That's it. Then you tag the next player in line, who in the draft order will post on Tuesday morning. You tag them, they'll get their notification, and then we go on from there all the way until Wednesday night. Now, Wednesday night comes around and your pick has not been completed. By then, we have literally all day of Tuesday and all day Wednesday. Wednesday night on Dynasty Pylon, if you've been sitting there for quite some time, we will adjust it and we will put you at the back end of the line and have the next owner up. Now, if Wednesday comes around and you only have like an hour to pick or something, like, we'll understand. But if it's been sitting there all day and it's been your pick, come on. So again, keep an eye on your league. See if you get tagged. It's your turn to draft. Thursday we'll have a full round. We'll have the next player added. So we'll get a hold of you and contact you. So there will be a prize at the end. We're going to give out our another Dynasty Pylon jersey, whichever number it is. I think we are in that number 5, I believe. So we could be at 5, maybe 6, depending at the end of the season. If we hit that next 100 mark at 400 subscribers, it'll be the 5 for that one, and it'll be the number 6 for you. So your choice, your team of choice, and a Stitch jersey, of course, because we like Stitch jerseys. They're nice. So other than that, again, try it out. Let me know how it goes. If you decide to try this concept in your guys' home leagues or anything like that, again, the one thing I got to say, it's going to be the easiest team you manage, but the hardest decision you make once per week to add to your roster. Try it out. Let me know how it goes. I hope you guys have fun. If you guys have any more questions that I didn't cover, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be more questions just because I can't think of any right now, but put them in the comments, or if not, get a hold of me. If you're probably in the league, I'm pretty sure you guys are already going to blow up this video and on the chat. So if not, good luck, best you to all your fantasy leagues. And again, come check us out. Again, we do IDP Dynasty. We love that stuff. Like, it's just what we do. Myself, Mark, and Brian. Football's life, I guess. I don't know. So again, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you guys are at. Good luck in your fantasy leagues this year, and I hope you guys get some championships, because fantasy football we love it here, and we love you guys when you guys come in and give some questions. So I'll see you guys around. Thanks for watching.